Hey, hey, lady friends, happy Wednesday, and welcome to what's going to be a short hashtag praying for your husband daily. So, just in case you are a newbie, welcome. My name is Julie, and I am the wife behind this semi-daily Monday through Friday hangout sesh for wives and wannabe wives who want to be intentional in putting their relationship with God number one and doing something practical and purposeful to invest in your marriage, your wifing, as I like to call it, every single day. So I'm Julie. I've been married to my husband for 10 and a half years. And I'm also a mama. I have a 2.5-year-old little guy who I need to rush off and pick up. So today we're going to be a little bit short. But the goal of this time is to help you by helping me commit and be accountable to investing in praying for my husband every single day. Because here's a question. Have you prayed for my husband today? No, that's ridiculous. But if we don't recognize that truth, that no one, like legit, no one is committing to praying daily for your husband if you're not, but it's a simple fix. It's something we can choose to do every single day, and it will work wonders. Like legit, it will work wonders for you and for your husband, even if he never returns the favor, which, to be honest, is one of the reasons I started doing this for myself years ago, as I thought it would be so awesome if my husband would pray with me regularly or for me regularly. Like I had those thoughts, but it doesn't matter if he ever does those things because I can do them. I can do them for me, for my relationship with God, and as a way to serve my husband. So, Jessica, I'm not on my couch today, and I wish that I was right now because now like my hand is shaking and this is going to be a crappy video. But I was thinking I'll be really short. Now I'm trying to like set my camera up. Okay, whatever. So today's going to be short really because I worked longer than I meant to. Ever been there? And then I started thinking like, oh, what emoji will we do today? And I have to think of one. And then I started stressing myself out over trying to come up with an emoji to use today. And then I realized like, that's not a good use of my time. I want to honor God and honor my husband and pick up my son. And so to waste time trying to come up with some catchy little hashtag for the day wasn't going to be a good use of my time. So you know what? I said today we're going old school and we're just going like classic. Take a minute to pray for your husband. So, hey Zoe, I see that you're on here. That's so fun. Guys, this is my friend Zoe who also writes for the Grit and Grace Project. And she has a really good new article that just came up yesterday, I think. Sometimes I get confused on what's up and what's coming because I'm on the inside. So if you haven't been to our website yet, go check out Dr. Zoe. She's a family therapist and she is super smart. Lots of good stuff there. So check her out. What am I saying? I'm saying that today's going to be like an old school, original style praying for your husband because we want to do that. We want to bless God by spending time praying, right? Like life goals, bless God by being like connected to him through prayer, bless our husbands by using some of our prayer time to encourage, lift up, and bless our husbands. And what we will find as a result of that is that we grow as a wife. I mean, that's what I found. That's what I found. So today we are just going to pray and ask God to encourage, equip, strengthen, and bless our husbands, because that's the kind of prayer we could say every single day and know that it's a blessing to our husbands. And I know that the more I pray for my husband, the more I grow in my love and appreciation for and respect for. So these are the kinds of prayers that I hope that you have kind of worked into your daily rhythm in addition to the time we spend together, or, on those days where we don't have a live session together, but you get that nudge and reminder that you want to pray for your husband. So these are the kinds of things that we really should be praying for every single day. And I don't say that like you should pray this every day like a shaming thing, because I don't remember every single day. I thought I heard my husband coming home. I can see like the front of the neighborhood through this window. I put a reminder on my phone I don't know, like 3 years ago now, that every single day at 9:40 a.m., I mean, I set it up when I was still working my full-time job. That would be a time I would be at my desk. The morning shuffle would be over. I would been like, calm down. And when that reminder would hit my phone, I would be able to stop whatever I was doing. And even for 30 seconds, pray for my husband. And it just says, pray for Paul. That's my husband's name. I highly recommend you do that same thing. Set a daily reminder on your phone for a time that when it comes up, you will actually stop whatever you're doing and pray. Now, with that being said, when that goes off, are there days that I see it and quickly dismiss it? Absolutely. Like, I am a regular old wife, just like you. Sometimes it comes up in the middle of a diaper change or in the middle of a meeting. But it's there, and it's little things that I can do to create the habit of praying regularly and consistently for our husbands. So today we're going to say a general prayer that hopefully can be a pattern for you to keep in mind for the kinds of things you want to pray consistently for your husband. So if you've never, ever, ever shared one of these videos, today might be a good day because it's going to be a little bit shorter and it's going to be a little bit more general. So with that being said, hit the share button now, or you can share it at the end. Let's go ahead and pray. God, thank you so much for who you are. Thank you for the fact that you love us. Oh God, the fact that we can come to you at any moment of our day, regardless of what we might be in the middle of doing, regardless of what sin we may have just committed, what negative thought we may have had about you or ourselves or about our husbands, the worry or fear or anxiety we might find ourselves stuck in at any moment. You say that we can turn our thoughts to you in prayer and that you will meet us. You will hear us. And God, actually, you say you will answer us. Sometimes you don't answer my prayers the way I think you should. And I interpret that as you not answering my prayer. But I actually confess that that in itself is sin. That's putting me as though I am God, where in fact you are God, you are good, you have a plan, you are sovereign, and you are always working for my best good, which is ultimately for your glory. So God, we come to you in this moment, in the midst of whatever we may be doing, because we recognize that whatever we are doing is ultimately about you. And we can set aside the dinner prep, the laundry, the work meeting for a moment to center our hearts back on you. We want to be women who regularly and consistently choose to do that, to recenter our hearts and our minds and our focus on you. And God, we want to be the kind of wives who make it a habit to intentionally stop, even if it means putting things aside that are also important, to bless you by communing with you in prayer and to bless our husbands by lifting them up. God, we recognize that no other person is going to commit to regularly praying for our husband. That's our privilege. It's our priority, God. We want it to be our priority. We want it to be a habit that we have that doesn't become stale or unimportant, but we want it to be the kind of thing that really grows our relationship with you and encourages and blesses us as wives to continue to grow in love for our husbands, that we, as we pray for them, we would grow in our respect for them and our desire to connect with them and our desire to see their lives be, for lack of a better word, be blessed, that they be close to you, God, that their biggest blessing ultimately in life is that our husbands would know you and love you and serve you and walk closely with you. So that's our number one prayer today for our husbands, that our husbands would have an intimate, growing, connected relationship with you, that if in this very moment our husband doesn't have that he would recognize his need to reconnect with you as his God. So would you show him through circumstances if need be, through the preaching of your word, through friends who love and respect him and can encourage him toward his faith, through a conversation with us, through the innocence of a child, whatever you want to use in our husband's life, would you show them their incredible need for you and that they would have a desire to pursue after you in such a way that they would be growing in their walk. God, we recognize that as wives, sometimes we focus on the things that our husbands aren't doing and we find ourselves nitpicking them and nagging them and criticizing them. God, I do this so quickly. It is so my nature to point out the little things that he's not doing instead of celebrating the things that he is doing. So God, would you just show me how to get over those things? Would you give me eyes to see my husband the way that you see him? You see him as a strong and unique and talented and special man that you have a purpose for, and help me to continue to see him in those ways so that I can call the good out of him, so that I can encourage him, so that I can stand next to him as his friend and as his companion in life, so that he never feels like I'm judging him, but instead he knows that I have his back, that I support him 100%. And God, would you make that so true about me, that when he comes in the door, I'm looking for the things that I can praise about him, because you call me to do that. As a wife, you call me to encourage and love and respect my husband, and I want to do those things, and yet so often I fall short. So I'm asking for forgiveness, but I'm also asking for just the ability to take seriously that opportunity and responsibility I have as a wife. God, I thank you for my husband. I recognize that he is a gift to me, and I want to be a gift to him. We thank you for the gift of marriage. Help us to continue to invest our lives into loving and serving our husbands, ultimately so that you would get the glory. That not that our relationships and our marriages would be so amazing that we'd be happy and fulfilled in this life, but instead, God, that our marriages would be strong, and that would point to your goodness and your activity in our lives. So God, we thank you for this time that we can set aside to pray for our husbands. We ask that you bless them, encourage them, strengthen them, grow them into the men that you're calling them to be, and help us to be just a love and an encouragement and a friend that they need in us, their wives. It's in Jesus' name that we pray together. Amen. All right, y'all. I see that I missed some comments, so sorry about that. I'm gonna end the video and read your comments. So thanks for everyone who hung out live today. Thanks for those. I think a couple of you shared it, so thank you so much. So thanks for hanging out and praying with me today. Make it a habit. Set a reminder on your phone today for a time that you want to be reminded every single day to just stop for a couple seconds and thank God for who he is, and then thank him for your husband. So thanks for hanging out. I'll see y'all tomorrow.